Okay, this is just a quick video on a $5 watch versus a $5,000 watch, and it's just kind of silly. Basically, I was looking at eBay one night, and I was looking for a cheap watch as a shooting watch. And what I mean by that is, if any of you guys have expensive watches, you'll know that it's actually not good to go to a shooting range with those watches, because the repeated percussion on your wrist from shooting a lot of rounds, and in my case, someone that shoots several hundred rounds a week, maybe 400 or 500 rounds a week, it takes its toll on an expensive watch. And recently I had to take this watch, which is a Rolex, and I had to send it back in for repair, and it cost me $600 to have this watch repaired. They send it back to Switzerland, blah blah blah, and I said to myself, that's kind of stupid. And so what I did was I got myself a cheaper watch. Now, I didn't know when I was looking for watches I was going to go this cheap, but this one just caught my eye. I thought it was a nice looking watch, and it was $5, and I was like, how could I go wrong? Well, it turns out you could go wrong, because what happens is they could send you a broken one first, which is the first one that they sent me for $5, and when I wrote them saying it just doesn't work at all, here you go, they sent me the second one here. So so you can go wrong, but it was nice of them to send another one. So basically I got two watches for $5, but one doesn't work. Maybe I'll take this to the range and shoot it or something and see what happens. Anyway, so quick comparison between the two. The $5 watch is what's called a GT Gran Turismo. It has a rubber strap. It has actually fake synthetic stitching, it looks like, on it. From what I was reading on the reviews, evidently the stitching comes apart. But it's okay. Again, it's $5. It's painted black on the bezel. Like I said, a rubber strap. It's a quartz movement. That means it's a battery, so hopefully if it does work, it's made in Japan, it'll last for 2 years. You don't have to wind it or anything. They call it a chronograph, but it's actually fake. These knobs right here on the side are actually dummy knobs. They don't do anything. The only knob that works is this one here, which just rotates the timer hands. The rest of the stuff that you see inside that, the other meters and so forth, they don't do anything. This bezel doesn't do anything. It's just all for decorations. And the funny thing is, I wore this last night to an IDPA event, and someone said, oh my God, would you buy another expensive watch? And I said, yeah, it was $5. But anyway, that's that. It's not waterproof, so if I forget and jump in the pool today with this, then it'll be gone, and that'll be the end of that. But I thought it looked nice, black and red. It's a cool watch. And just comparing that to this watch, which I've had for several years, I used to be a total watch fanatic. I've tapered down my habit a little bit. This is a Breitling Chronomat, and this is a 18 karat and stainless steel watch. It's one of my favorite watches. It's got the rotating bezel, so it's real. So, you know, if you're going underwater or something, like I never do, or flying a plane or something like that, you set this dial and it tells you all kinds of interesting stuff, which I also never do. But I thought it was a nice watch, and like I said, I used to be a pretty big watch collector back in the day, and that's it. But this one is 18 karat stainless steel. It has a mother of pearl face on it. It's like you said, it's Breitling. It's an automatic. That means there is no battery on this watch. It's wound only by the movement of you wearing it. So it has like a 48-hour window. So you guys with automatic watches, you know you have to have something called watch winders that you place them in. And I have some of them in one of my safes, and you know they constantly rotate the watch, so they never stop working. So that's that. It has a sapphire crystal, which is this outside piece, where I'm sure this is just glass on this $5 one. It has a screwed down crown on it, which is 100% waterproof. I have gone, you know, in deep water with this. I've never had a problem with it. and that's it. The bracelet is also 18 karat and stainless steel, and it's a Breitling, says made in Switzerland on the back, blah blah blah. It's kind of scratched up because I wear this one. It's one of my favorite watches. I wear it a lot, but I am not going to wear it for shooting anymore because I don't feel like spending $600 to have it replaced. So that's just a quick look. You watch aficionados out there, you'll probably tear me apart on this review because I left out a bunch of stuff, but I'm not a watch aficionado. I'm not any aficionado, quite frankly. I'm just a guy that, you know, likes good stuff, and sometimes in business you do well and you buy certain things, and that's it. And that's it. So that's just a quick review of these watches here. Another time I think I'll do a review of some of my other watches. There's some other good Swiss watches in there, but I have some gaudy 14 karat gold watches and etc., but I don't wear those anymore. But so anyway, if you're looking for a cheap watch, I can actually recommend this one, not the broken one, but the one that does work. I'm going to put a link in the description. For $5 you really can't go wrong. So that's really the premise of this video here. So that's it. But that's it. Breitling compared to a Japanese competitor. You know, you get what you pay for in life, and if you like something good, then spend $5 grand on a watch. If you don't, spend $5. Depends, again, what's your priorities in life. All right, thanks very much for watching. Take care.